former guardsman has been found guilty of molesting a young girl. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. A driver involved in a crash in Alton has been indicted, and the Maine Supreme Court has dismissed an appeal to keep former President Donald Trump off the Maine ballot. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories in just a moment. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, Susan, let's get into things this afternoon. Things have calmed down after a mess this morning. Now look at what happened over the last several hours. We had a windshield mix of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow across the region. Now that has since gotten out of here. We're going to get some sunshine going and some warmer temperatures, and that will help to make the roads a lot better than what we saw earlier this morning. Other spots, though, dealing with this rain as well, though, in some spots like over in near parts of New York, just south of Boston as well, and even farther off towards the south, dealing with some showers and even some thunderstorms as well. But for us, though, a lot of sunshine, a few clouds during the afternoon period. We'll have more clouds on the way later on tonight. Then another round of precipitation on the way as we head towards your Friday that we'll have to watch out for. Meanwhile, though, the winds, again, at around 5 to 10 miles per hour today. Some gusts up to 20 miles per hour cannot be ruled out. But even by tomorrow, though, the wind's not looking too bad as we get things rolling there. So for the rest of today, we'll say lower 40s, that morning wind shear mix pretty much gone now. We're going to have some clouds and sunshine this afternoon with that north wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Later on tonight, here we go, middle 20s, mostly cloudy, the northeast wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we head towards tomorrow, middle 30s, more rain and snow on the way. 2 to 4 inches of snow possible with this one, with the east wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour at times. Hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period showing a partly cloudy sky, a lot calmer, temperatures in the 40s, and then cooling off. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Susan?
Thank you, Devin. The victim of the fatal car crash in LaGrange Sunday has been identified. According to the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office, the deceased individual is 58-year-old Wendell Dunham of Milo. The other occupant was 45-year-old Wayne Weeks of Medford. Law enforcement responded after receiving a call that a vehicle had gone off the Medford Road in LaGrange and landed in Coldstream. Officials say Weeks escaped with minor injuries, but Wendell Dunham could not be saved. The crash is still under investigation. A jury has found a former Maine guardsman guilty of molesting a young girl. 34-year-old Aaron Engroff was convicted of unlawful sexual contact and unlawful sexual touching. Engroff was living in West Gardner and was employed by the Army National Guard when he assaulted the child at his home in 2020. The victim said it happened on multiple occasions and at other locations when relatives weren't around. According to the Morning Sentinel, a jury deliberated for several hours before reaching a guilty verdict on Wednesday. Engroff remains free on bail and will be sentenced at a later date. A driver involved in a crash in Alton has been indicted by the Penobscot County Grand Jury. Penobscot County Sheriff Troy Morton says a deputy spotted 42-year-old Jonathan Mitchell driving on Route 16 in November. When the deputy ran the plates, he discovered Mitchell had 2 warrants. Mitchell allegedly fled when the deputy activated the lights on his car. He crashed following a chase and was arrested once he was released from the hospital. The grand jury indicted him on a host of charges, including several drug charges, aggravated assault, eluding an officer, domestic violence, reckless conduct, and driving to endanger. Members of the Maine State Police were in Patton to address resident safety concerns. Matthew Gerontic has the story.
It's just a great opportunity for our residents if they come away with one tip on how to stay safe in their town and home, then this opportunity is well worth it.
Wednesday's presentation comes after several residents brought up concerns about increased drug activity and related crimes.
With our residents expressing a concern, it's something we wanted to provide a community outreach to them.
Lieutenant Harris is able to tackle most residents' concerns. He recommended them getting outdoor cameras and being a nosy neighbor when they see something they feel isn't quite right. He says it's these types of conversations that allow him to find out what communities like Patton need help with most.
Meetings like this come up because they have general concerns about the status of their community, and they want some assurances that we're here to provide. And I'm here to say that every small community in Aroostook County, Penobscot, it doesn't matter. If it's in the state of Maine, it's a community we serve rural patrol, and we will continue as long as we can.
While most questions were addressed, some residents have lingering concerns.
What are we going to do about these people that are here breaking the law? If the jails are full and they can't keep them in jail, what are we going to do about it?
Lieutenant Harris says the recipe to making towns and cities safe starts with getting involved.
Keep doing this. Keep being involved. The people always ask me, what's the magic thing that can solve crime in my neighborhood? The magic thing is this right here. Be a help to us because we need the community just as much as they need us.
In Patton, Matthew Juroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The Maine Supreme Court has dismissed an appeal to keep former President Donald Trump off the Maine ballot. In December, Secretary of State Shanna Bellows ruled that Trump violated his constitutional oath when he engaged in the insurrection at the Capitol. She disqualified him from appearing on the GOP ballot in June, and Trump appealed the decision to Maine Superior Court. The court sided with Trump and decided to put enforcement of the secretary's ruling on hold until the U.S. Supreme Court can rule on a Colorado case. Bellows appealed that decision, but the Superior Court on Wednesday decided to dismiss that appeal, adding to the number of people watching the action unfold in the Colorado Supreme Court case. The U.S. Supreme Court will consider the Colorado case on February 8th. We'll keep you up to date as the situation unfolds. Lawmakers and cannabis industry officials debated whether labeling laws for certain recreational cannabis products are justified or if they are causing unnecessary headaches for sellers. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard has the story.
This bill would repeal a vital health and safety measure that this legislature included in the Cannabis Legalization Act after 2 years of deliberation and hard work by the Marijuana Legalization Implementation Committee.
Currently, every adult-use edible cannabis product in Maine is required to be stamped with a universal symbol to tell those looking at it that it contains THC. A bill sponsored by Representative David Boyer of Poland seeks to change that. Cannabis business owners say the requirements are expensive and unnecessary because they already include the symbol on child-proof packaging each edible product is packaged in.
We have spent $20,000 on molds with the symbol in each cavity, and we have been denied to bring our product to market, and that's why we're here.
John Hubick, the director of the Maine Office of Cannabis Policy, says the requirement should stay because it's a public health issue.
The risk of accidental ingestion of an adult-use cannabis gummy or hard candy is much greater than the inconvenience experienced by a cannabis product manufacturer who needs to reformulate their product recipe or buy new molds or edible food stamps.
Supporters argued the symbol doesn't prevent younger children who can't read or don't understand the symbol from accidentally consuming cannabis products, and that parents should be more careful with leaving cannabis products around children.
I think that's really where we're all at, right? We don't need the Office of Cannabis Policy to parent our children. I think that we are more than capable with the symbol on the bag and the package saying that it contains THC, that is more than sufficient to provide the market.
Hubick says the markings aren't warnings for younger children. They're meant for older children and adults who understand their meaning to prevent accidental ingestion of cannabis products. At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Coming up on ABC7 News at noon, recovery from back-to-back storms has been slower than some people had hoped. We'll find out more when we return.
Do you have a wet basement, nasty crawl space, settling foundation, sinking concrete, or clogged gutters? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems, all things basement-y. For over 30 years, thousands of homeowners throughout Maine and southeastern New Hampshire have trusted TC Hafford. Basement waterproofing, crawl space repair, stabilizing foundations, concrete leveling, and gutter installation. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems for all things basement-y.
50 years with my best friend.
Quick, the Quicker Picker-Upper. Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the Quicker Picker-Upper.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe. What is... Wow. Sinex? Breathe. Ah.
Because I have both Medicaid and Medicare, I got a special Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare. It's called DSNP. That's DSNP. And it stands for Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. My grandson, it's my boy.
Hey, Grandma.
And a WellCare DSNP comes with a whole lot of these. As in, WellCare gives me benefits I can use every day, and real human support, and answers I can understand. And I get benefits like $0 copays on prescriptions, and a WellCare Spendables debit card to pay for things like dental, utilities, and groceries. I can even use it to pay at the pump for gas. And that means a WellCare DSNP provides what I need when I need it. And that gives me the confidence I need to get through every day.
The coverage you need and more. Call or visit wellcareyes.com to see if you qualify for more benefits.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Two weeks after a pair of storms that hit Maine's coastline, one road on Mount Desert Island is still closed while officials continue the cleanup efforts. Doug Banks takes us there.
If you've seen the sign that says Seawall Road closed on your drive through Southwest Harbor, this is why. On Tuesday, crews removed debris Mother Nature left behind as the road remains washed out, exposing its foundation. Battered fences hang to their posts.
So the storm surge came over and it was as high as within 6 inches of the edge of my deck, being directly on it, and we came through it basically unscathed. And then I look at, some of these other videos that I'm seeing from across the state, and it's absolutely crazy and tragic, and I feel terrible for them.
Pass over the broken pavement into a piece of Acadia National Park, where the shoreline has reclaimed part of 102A that normally leads travelers to Bass Harbor Headlight.
It's such an incredible location, but I've never seen anything like this.
Seawall Road may be broken, but the people here are not.
The people who live here probably love it more every day because they're appreciative.
In Seawall Village, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Former President Donald Trump is in court in New York City today for his civil defamation trial, which resumed today after a brief hiatus. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
Court is back in session in the civil defamation trial against former President Trump after a 3-day pause due to a COVID scare. Trump could take the stand today, and if he does, the judge will likely supervise his testimony very closely to make sure he doesn't cause any chaos, something attorneys for writer E. Jean Carroll have expressed concern over. The judge has already threatened to kick Trump out of the courtroom if he's disruptive after the former president made disparaging side comments about the case within earshot of the jury. Carroll is seeking at least $10 million in damages, saying Trump shattered her reputation and made her the target of violent threats after he denied her sexual assault accusations in 2019. A jury has already found Trump liable for the sexual assault, which Carroll says happened in a department store dressing room back in the 90s. This trial will help determine how much Trump might have to pay in additional damages for defaming her, Trump denying any wrongdoing. And it is a busy day of Trump-related cases around the country. In Atlanta, there's a hearing in that election interference case. And in D.C., a former Trump advisor is in court on contempt of Congress charges. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Israel's military is pushing deeper into the southern part of the Gaza Strip. It comes as international mediators continue to work on a potential hostage release deal. Alex Hogan has more.
Another day of heavy fighting in Gaza's second largest city, Khan Yunis, located in the southern part of the Strip. Israel's military says it's aiming to destroy Hamas tunnel networks and infrastructure in the area using snipers, tanks, and aerial fire. Forces encircled the city on Tuesday and say that they plan to operate there for several days.
They are pursuing on the ground more targeted operations particularly against the leadership. They are relying less on airstrikes.
But aid groups say the fighting is taking place around the city's main hospital, and now patients and thousands of displaced people are unable to leave. Others who left the area are now searching for shelter further south.
I don't know where to go. I have no place to stay. I looked but did not find. The situation is very harsh.
As the fighting grinds on, officials here are pushing back on reports that they're close to securing another hostage release deal with Hamas. Israel has previously offered pauses in the fighting in exchange for hostages, and Israel insists a permanent ceasefire is off the table until the group is destroyed.
Israel will not give up on the destruction of Hamas.
the return of all the hostages. In the past, there were pauses for humanitarian purposes. That agreement was breached by Hamas.
The Biden administration says a top advisor was in Qatar on Wednesday for hostage talks. In Tel Aviv, Israel, Alex Hogan, Fox News.
After the break, there are new options for those who have cancer in our area. We'll be right back.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911. And our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family. And Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. That's right, only $15 a month per line. It's our best price on unlimited mobile. Switch now and save over $1,400 for the first year with Spectrum Mobile, the nation's fastest growing mobile provider. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Call 855-204-1678 or visit a Spectrum store near you. With Spectrum Mobile, you get a fast, reliable 5G network that millions of customers rely on. And you get the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited data to stream all day and the freedom to text and talk all you want. Plus, nationwide 5G at no additional cost. All this for $15 a line with no added taxes or hidden fees. Start saving over $1,400 on your mobile bill now. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Call 855-204-1678 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
Do you need to replace your old, worn-out windows? Then you need to call Renewal by Andersen today. We're the replacement window division of Andersen, which means you can get your project started right away by scheduling a free in-home consultation. Ask your consultant about pricing options, including our 1-year price lock guarantee quote. Call now to schedule your free design consultation. This fantastic money-saving deal with great financing ends soon. Installation is always included. Call now.
Treatment is becoming more efficient at Northern Light Cancer Care in Brewer thanks to some new world-class technology. Grace Blanchard explains.
It's very exciting for all of us to have this kind of world-class technology here.
Healthcare professionals at the Northern Light Cancer Care Center in Brewer say the need for efficient cancer treatment is more important than ever.
We have a high incidence of cancer, unfortunately, in the state of Maine and throughout the country, and that's expected to continue to rise.
However, the addition of a new state-of-the-art linear accelerator is already changing lives.
A linear accelerator is basically a high-powered X-ray machine.
The device uses sub-millimeter measurements, the tiniest in the industry, to target the cancer cells in the body.
It's supposed to kill the bad cells while still sparing the healthy cells. That way we can get directed, targeted treatments right where we want to and kind of save all the other tissue.
The machine treats all cancer types, and radiation therapists say it also helps mitigate any long-term impacts by using lower doses of radiation.
Patients spend less time on the treatment couch. It's better for them. They're often in pain or other discomfort, and they have to hold still.
They say the enhanced features will make treatment faster and safer for patients.
It's good for us, it's good for the patients, and that's what we're here for. So,
in Brewer, Grace Blanchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Developing gestational diabetes during pregnancy can be stressful. It often goes away after the baby is born, but for some people, it can stick around. With more, here's ABC's Jay O'Brien.
Between 2 and 10% of people develop gestational diabetes during pregnancy. It's triggered by hormone changes. it can develop into type 2 diabetes after the baby is born. And now a new study by Columbia University shows some people face a higher risk. Scientists found Black, Hispanic, and people from South or Southeast Asia can be 3 to 4 times more likely to develop type 2 diabetes compared to their white counterparts. Researchers also found that the usual reasons some groups are more at risk for various health issues, such as underlying health conditions and social factors, only explain part of the disparities. That highlights the need to dig deeper into the causes. If you do have gestational diabetes, there are ways to reduce the risk of it developing into type 2 diabetes, like lowering your body weight after delivery. Talk to your doctor about the strategies that might be best for you. With this Medical Minute, I'm Jay O'Brien.
If winter's got you down, you're not alone. This time of year can wreak havoc on your mental health as you spend more time inside out of the cold. Experts say more people are likely to experience depression due to seasonal changes. Our David Ledford has more.
We who live up in the north do tend to struggle with seasonal depression.
Winter in Maine means less sunlight, shorter days, and colder weather. And director of the University of Maine Counseling Center, Angela Felicia, says all of that can have an impact on your mental well-being.
This really is that time of year where people can feel down, depressed, blue.
With school back in session for the new semester, more students are seeking help.
We've seen an uptick. We definitely are seeing students in need, more so than what we would typically see for sort of the start of a semester, say in September.
I've gone through some moments where I've been like, yeah, this is kind of tough, or, you know, things are getting a little hard. So it's good to go talk to people like that.
Everyone does seem to get more depressed and down because it's darker and it's cold. You can't go outside as much.
Felicia says there are some warning signs to watch out for when it comes to seasonal depression.
Appetite changes, sleep disturbance, lack of energy. You just kind of feel blah.
If you do experience seasonal depression, counselors say it's important to reach out, and that means talking to family and friends in addition to seeking professional help.
Make sure that you increase your social connections. Talk to someone.
Felicia says seeking treatment, maintaining a good sleep schedule, and staying active can help to alleviate some of your symptoms.
Maybe get a gym membership, walk your dog around the neighborhood, do something that just sort of gets the blood flowing.
This counseling center is free for students. For information on available services for everyone, view this story on our website, foxbangor.com. In Orono, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
New herbal essences sulfate-free, packed with pure aloe and camellia flower oil your hair will love. And none of the things it won't. Hair that feels deeply nourished, soft, and lightweight. New herbal essences.
For fast sore throat relief, try Vicks VapoCool Drops with 2 times more menthol per drop and powerful Vicks vapors to vaporize sore throat pain. Vicks VapoCool Drops, vaporize sore throat pain.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Quitting smoking, vaping, and other tobacco may be tough, but you can do it. Even if you don't get it right the first time, don't give up. Working with a quit coach increases your chances of successfully quitting, especially combined with quit medications. That's why each quit program through the Maine Quit Link offers free patches, gum, and/or lozenges and helps you build a customized quit plan. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or enroll online at mainequitlink.com. It's free and it works.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC 7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Coastal Auto Parts, Color Concepts, Herman Meadow Golf Club, Howard Insurance, Katahdin Federal Credit Union, and Preble Oil Company.
business was among those honored at the Blaine House Wednesday. Every year, the Governor's Award in Business Excellence is given to Maine businesses that have a high level of commitment to their community, their employees, and demonstrate exemplary performance in manufacturing or service professions. Compotech is a defense technology company based in Brewer. They were honored with the award for their innovation of carbon-based portable structures for service members.
We're extremely honored to have received this award. We started the company with just 2 people working out of a kitchen in 2011, and now we're on the Inc. 5000 list for fastest growing companies, and we've been awarded this prestigious award by the governor. So we really feel like we're making it and going in the right direction to grow into the company that we want to be.
Other businesses awarded include Elmet Technologies in Lewiston, Maine Echo Homes in Bridgeton, and Timber HP in Madison. Now let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Today's full weather forecast is brought to you by Healing Hands Massage in Hamden, providing professional massage services tailored specifically for their clients. Stop by Healing Hands Massage today. You'll thank yourself later. Alrighty, here we go. It was a mess this morning. We had rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow moving through, making roads slippery from time to time. Now look at things. It's moved through pretty quickly now, and now things are starting to calm down. We'll be under a partly cloudy sky for the rest of the day, so roads will be improving as we do move forward. Not just us that saw the precipitation earlier, but further down to the south, saw some showers and thunderstorms as well, tracking from the west to the east and a little bit to the north as well, and a little bit of a mess across parts of Wisconsin as well. They had some icy roadways earlier this morning as well in those areas. But for us, though, for the rest of today, look at this. A partly cloudy sky, a nice way to wrap up the day. The roadways will be improving as well. Clouds are back later on tonight, though, as we watch for another wintry mess that will be moving in. Mainly as snow, but can't totally rule out a little bit of rain, maybe a little bit of freezing rain as well, but most of this will stay as snow, at least through parts of Friday night before things pretty much start to wrap up. But otherwise, though, here's the latest idea here. So in general, maybe around 2 to 4 inches of snow before we're all finished up. The better idea, though, will be along and north of that Bangor line, though, while further down to the south, a little bit less will be expected in those areas. So a little bit of snowfall on the way with this next wave that will be on the way. All right, gusty winds up to around 20 miles per hour possible today. Notice a few gusts up to 50 miles per hour cannot be ruled out for it tonight. But notice, though, as we head towards tomorrow, not too bad. Maybe a few gusts up to 50 miles per hour in a few spots like Bar Harbor, and that's all we're really going to see there. Otherwise, though, our average high temperature is now 28 degrees. We'll do the lower 40s today, helping to melt that ice out there. Middle 30s Friday to Saturday. Lower 40s Sunday, sharp cool down Monday into the upper teens. Lower 20s Tuesday, then we're back in the upper 20s again as we head towards your Wednesday. So for the rest of today, we have lower 40s, some clouds and sunshine possible, and that north wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. By tonight, though, here we go. Mostly cloudy, lows in the middle 20s. The winds only out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we move ahead towards tomorrow, middle 30s, some rain and snow possible. You might notice a little bit of freezing rain, but most of it will be rain and snow with 2 to 4 inches of snow possible, and that east wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, your Healing Hands Massage extended forecast. We're calming down by Saturday with a mostly cloudy sky and highs in the mid 30s. Lower 40s Sunday with a mostly cloudy sky and some more snow showers on the way for you Monday. Highs sharply cooler in the upper teens.
Thank you, Devin. Ozzy Osbourne won't retire from his crazy train until he gives one last goodbye to his fans. The 75-year-old rock and roll legend has been dealing with health issues for quite some time now. His longtime wife and manager, Sharon Osbourne, says the rock star is planning 2 final concerts in his hometown of Birmingham, England. This comes months after Ozzy Osbourne canceled all of his UK and European tour dates because of damage to his spine. And he announced he would no longer be touring. No dates have been announced yet for his final 2 shows. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening with Peter Dubois and Beth Jones on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great afternoon.